No, just kidding. Boom. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Life as a Chad YouTube channel. I thank all of you for being here, wherever you may be, and of course, however you may be listening. Of course, it's time. It is that time again. Want to get some content out there. Not a ton has happened this past week. It has been a relatively slow week, which is more often the case than not. But I did come across a uh, advertisement from Advil where, on one hand, I couldn't believe what I was seeing because of how insane it was and just totally irrelevant, inaccurate, and all of the above. That is number one. And then, in light of the 1-6 that occurred way back when, that a lot of the liberal media is grandstanding on and parading and turning it into a national holiday, much like what they have turned a lot of these BLM police shootings and things like that. They've turned it into a holiday. In other words, they turned it into a historical event that it is very hard to set the record straight once it is put down as like a day that should be in reverence. And really, what the left does in general, and I got to give them a lot of credit for this because say what you will about the left. And I wish the right wing was more like this. It used to be more like this, but in modern day, unfortunately, it's not. The left will do whatever needs to be done. They will push and push and push, no matter how inaccurate, no matter how much they know it's a lie, no matter how much they know the people know it's a lie, they will push it, and push it until people just accept it. They will shove it. They will ram it down your throat until you just say, okay, I guess that's a holiday we're celebrating. Okay, I guess we're no longer going to call the Washington Redskins the Washington Redskins. Okay, I guess 1-6 is going to be up there with Christmas as a national holiday. Okay. That's why we do have to, especially as Christians, call out nonsense immediately when we see it and shut it down unequivocally, unapologetically, irrevocably, and just pin it down. So I saw a video on Twitter. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. By the way, guys, if you guys are not subscribed, smash that subscribe button. Can't wait for the channel to reach 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there. At the very least, like, comment, share. I do have a Rumble account too. I think I am going to start doing videos that are Rumble exclusives, that are only for Rumble, where I can kind of let loose a little bit more than what I'm able to do on YouTube. I think it's just a matter of time before Rumble, especially if it continues on the trajectory that it's on, until Rumble surpasses YouTube. Of course, there's still a lot of time. YouTube has been on top for a long time and has been in existence for a long time. So there's a lot of groundwork that still needs to be traveled for Rumble to overtake. But the foundation, the fundamentals of what they're doing, really promoting creators across the board, promoting free speech, and I also like that they are willing to represent creators and kind of use them as their own built-in advertisements. YouTube, I'm not sure, has ever really done that, with the exception of like really, really, really mainstream NPCs that, like a Britney Spears or a fucking, the Jonas Brothers or shit like that. So anyways, definitely smash that subscribe button, support a fellow king out. Without further ado, let's get into this. All right, let's start with the Advil advertisement. I literally could not believe it, and hopefully I don't get copyright stricken on this. You can find this on Advil's website. I'm giving full credit to them for this, but let's check this out. I need to share my sound here. I really could not believe what I was seeing when I saw this. And, on one hand, I was surprised, as I was saying, but on the other, this is just par for the course. And I don't want to be some Joe Schmo conservative, oh, this is so bad. They talk about race relations too much, but I really don't want to, but this is pure lunacy and this is ridiculous. And there, when businesses like Advil do this, that's why the go woke go woke go broke thing from Clay Travis is a real thing. Of course, I think conservatives are saying that too much nowadays, but it is a real thing because these billion-dollar companies are willing to stake everything, their entire business, to make a political statement like this. Because make no mistake, it is a political statement. All right. Absolutely 1000%. It is a political statement. It is propaganda. Okay. They're willing to do that, stake everything on it for a small segment of the population who actually thinks this way. It's ridiculous. And it's if I was African American, I would feel completely disrespected by a commercial like this, that they were placating to me and using my experience as a way to profit. I would feel totally disrespected by this. So, like I said, I hate to be the Joe Schmo conservative, they shouldn't have politics. They shouldn't have politics in this in big business. But it's true. What can I say? It's true. It's a slow week. What do you want me to say? All right, let's watch it.
When I approach a medical professional, I'm frustrated that we have to validate our pain just to get treated like human beings.
All right, hold on. In an Advil study, like it's not biased. Ooh, like it's not biased. Ooh. All right, I gotta stop doing that. It's just that noise actually legitimately makes me fucking laugh. But in an Advil study, not biased, about pain experiences, which, by the way, pain experience is a completely subjective thing. Okay. And yes, you can actually measure pain objectively. And really what this is about, this really speaks to the rampant drug problem in the African American community. That is what this speaks to. Because so let me just read this. In an Advil study about pain experiences, 74% of Black people said there is a bias in how pain is diagnosed and treated. So essentially, this absolutely exposes the drug problem that exists in the Black community because, of course, now it's the case across the board. America in general has a tremendous drug problem in every community. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that that's not the case, but in the Black community, and we've all seen it because we've all been to a pharmacy. We've all seen it where it has become a source of revenue, as well as a way to assist their current addiction, to go to doctors and kind of shop around for a doctor who will give them the medication that they seek. That's like a hardcore, a Xanax, Klonopin, hardcore pain pills, stuff like that. And so essentially, when a doctor says, no, this is ridiculous, you you have no injury, you have no broken bones, you haven't had surgery, you have nothing wrong with you, and you're coming in here trying to get some Norcos? You trying to come in here, you trying to come up in here and get some Norcos? You crazy. Man. No, it'd probably be more like an Indian accent. You try to, I can't do Indian accents very well. You try to come up in here and get some Norcos. You got to get out of here. I can't do Indian accents very well. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. And so then Advil takes that. Black people in their victim mentality go and say that doctors are racists for not giving them the Norcos that they the Dilaudid or the Opanas that they need. That's old school. That they need. That they need. And so doctors are racists, and they do this. They don't understand our pain, and don't they know that Black people experience pain even more, because not only is it a physical pain, but it's an emotional pain too that we deal with. That's fucking crazy, brah. I got that spot on though. That's a fucking great take. That's exactly what that is. How embarrassing and disrespectful is this?
The healing of the body was easy for me. It's the psychological part.
Called it. Called it. The healing of the body was easy for me. It's the psychological part. And my ancestors went through pain. My ancestors went through pain. And I got a lot of shit going on. And the doctor don't want to give me them Norcos. Come on now.
It's awful.
83% said they have had negative experiences with a healthcare provider when seeking help dealing with pain. Wow.
I should not have to beg my doctor to run tests or ask them to take another look.
Please. Please. I'm withdrawing. I need some fucking pain pills now. Man, I shouldn't have to do that. You should just fucking give me that pain pill. Fuck that. Yeah, like any of these fucking Black people that they have on this panel are the Black people that are being surveyed and actually answering these questions and actually purporting this nonsense. Are you kidding me?
Welcome to Believe My Pain, a discussion about systemic pain bias in healthcare. I want to thank all of you for joining me today as we talk about this very important issue. I also want to thank the Pain Equity Project developed by Advil in partnership.
Pain equity. So everybody has to have an equal amount of pain. You cannot make this shit up, bro.
With the Morehouse School of Medicine and Black Health for inviting us to be a part of their commitment to addressing pain bias in Black communities. All right, let's get right into it with our first topic, the reality of pain inequity.
It's just such bullshit because we're yes, are people naturally tribal? Yes. But it's just such bullshit because the average white person is so afraid of being labeled as a racist that they not only are they not racist, but they actually display bigotry of low expectation. They're so not racist that they end up overdoing it and approaching it with such delicacy that it ends up being racist just in the other direction, on the other side of the coin. I can't even believe this. Pain equity. let's go back because there was actually something else that I was thinking of saying. Let me see.
Our first topic, the reality of pain inequity. Pain equity is achieved when everyone is treated equally regardless of their...
Fuck it. I can't remember what I was going to say on that, but okay. Pain equity, when everyone is treated equally. I can't see it because the closed caption. Equally, regardless of their age, race, ethnicity, gender, or socioeconomic status, and receives the highest quality pain care and management. So across the board, no matter how much money you make, no matter, how much you contribute to society, everybody across the board should have the exact same medical care regardless. But of course, that's not what this is about. They're asking for more. They're asking for they're not asking for equality, because of course that is what exists currently under the law. What they're asking for is irrational judgment from doctors to basically acquiesce to their request, no matter how irrational, no matter how bad it is for their health. We see that with the obesity epidemic, with obese Black queens and things like that. No matter what the issue is, they turn it into a race issue so that they can be allowed to continue with their bad behavior. And it's really sad that as a whole, that this is really kind of how their community has moved forward. But like I said, if a commercial like this was made for white people, I would be embarrassed, because it's just not right. But going back to my original point, not only is it not the case that that white people are not racists in modern day, we are so far removed that and African Americans have been a part of our society for so long now that they in today's current time, date and time, they get to enjoy the benefits of being a citizen and fully a part of citizenship and the country and the community, while simultaneously also getting the benefits of victimhood and this kind of reparations repayment type mentality. It's kind of like women in a lot of regards. They want they want a man to be traditional, but they're not willing to be traditional women. Now, of course, it's not all women. They want feminism when it benefits them. They want traditionalism when it benefits them. They want feminism when it allows them to fucking, be a terrible woman who acts masculine and bitchy and gross and does whatever the fuck she wants, and nobody holds her accountable. But she also wants traditionalism when it comes to the bill and the paycheck and picking up the tab.
Age, race, ethnicity, gender, or socioeconomic status, and receives the highest quality pain care and management. Okay, so Dr. Uche, you have written this book, Legacy: A Black Physician Reckons with Racism in Medicine. You are a legacy Black.
And then you have these what they call race hustlers who profit off of this dependence on victimhood.
Female physician, and you are armed with expertise that frames this issue around Black pain in such a clear way. And so I'm so glad that you're here today.
Look at all of them. Yeah, I totally agree with that. What? Bullshit,
yeah, thank you for having
bro.
me. I'm so excited to be here to talk to you about this issue that means so much to me and it impacts so many members of our community. And we'll hear those stories today.
All right, so Dr. Uche, could you just outline what are some of the myths about Black people in pain?
So I think the main thing is that health professionals think that Black people are biologically different than other people, that our skin is thicker, that we have less sensitive skin and higher pain tolerance. And that is all absolutely false. There's no difference.
Who thinks this? I have never heard that until now. So anyways, this commercial is I can't even finish watching it. If you guys want to watch it, like I said, it's on Advil's YouTube channel. That shit is fucking crazy, bro. And then the next one I wanted to show here, by the way, guys, give me a follow on Twitter. Life is a Chad is the Twitter handle. You guys can find it in the description. Here we go. Let's check this out.
For known, I'm going to try to get through this.
And then Clay Travis, an MSNBC host, started to cry yesterday while talking about the 6th. I can't believe this is real.
Thank you for what you did 3 years ago today. Please tell me your thoughts on this 3rd anniversary.
We are still in the midst of the same fight that began on January 6th, 2021.
For known, I'm going to try to get through this. Thank you.
What a charade! Damn, what a charade, man. That is basically what leftism is this big charade predicated on lies, deception, purporting the exact opposite of what the truth is, the reality is, and this manipulation. So, you know, that's why you find so many mentally ill people who are kind of have this leftist mindset, because in order to be okay with lying like this and manipulating like this, you have to be a sick person, honestly. And, you know, at this point, we got to just call it for what it is. And because I've said this many times on this channel, our country is on the brink of collapse. It's a piece of paper away from being too far gone to save and irrevocably being altered. And, you know, at this point, we just got to have some balls and call shit out and be willing to speak up. So just want to see if there's maybe anything else on here. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That was the main thing I wanted to react to, was Clay Travis's tweet, or yeah, his tweet about MSNBC. Let's see if he has anything else that's good. I actually like Clay. I think he tries to be a pretty honest person. But Harvard's Claudine Gay said she was forced out as president at Harvard because of her race. Baloney. UPenn's president was forced out way faster, and she's white. I discussed with Howard this morning on Fox News.
Yes, and this is why you should resign.
But Harvard's board kept making excuses for Gay, even as she didn't. Harvard President Claudine Gay held on to her job even after this disastrous testimony before Congress.
Calling for the genocide of Jews violates Harvard Code of Conduct, correct?
Again, it depends on the context.
It does not depend on the context. The answer is yes, and this is why you should resign.
Yeah, but it's a false premise, though. Like, when you ask a question like that, there's no room for nuance. There's no room, you know, you're basically fucked either way. And, you know, because if you have people who are protesting the war, and then you have somebody who's calling for it, to asking a question and saying in the same breath that it's calling for a genocide, it's not really a fair question. But I guess I'll keep watching.
The context.
It does not depend on the context.
Predictably, she plays the race card, claiming that she's been subjected to personal attacks and threats fueled by racial animus. Well, that was exactly what the media was waiting for.
The fact that she's a black woman and the first person who is a black American to lead Harvard only added to their thirst to dethrone her. They're racist because you can hear and see the racism, the attacks.
Clay Travis, in a New York Times op-ed, Claudine Gay admitted she, quote, made mistakes at the hearing on anti-Semitism and didn't do proper attribution in her research, which is a lame euphemism for plagiarism. But then she says her opponents, with the quote straight here.
Yeah, I've told you guys before what I think
Recycle-
on this. I'm America first. And a lot of, I don't think that this is necessary. I don't want to go too far on this on YouTube, but I think a lot of Jewish leaders are waking up to the fact that they basically were willing to stand by during the average white American citizen's plight with all this racial political commentary and identity politics. And then when that same heat comes towards them in lieu of this conflict in the Middle East, and they start looking around and saying, damn, like, who the fuck that person's the leader of that school, and this is what they believe. They support that. They support that. So, you know, I have honestly no sympathy for it. Like I said, I'm America first, and I think American citizens should be Christians should be dictating the future of America. I'll just leave it to you that way. But anyways, little probably too much for YouTube. Oh, that's cool. Look at this. That's awesome. Better yet way. That's awesome, man. I don't know if they won, but all right, guys, that's pretty much it. I mainly wanted to react to the Advil commercial and the MSNBC bullshit that we just saw. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. You guys know the drill. I'll have you guys locked and loaded with content later in the week. Thank you guys so much for watching. And last but not least, DBAP, don't be a pussy willow. Facts or feelings, because your feelings just don't matter. Love you, kings. Ooh, woo. See you guys next time. Christ is king. Peace.